Uh, I have not been able to get my hands on any of the other pets other than at this tier, other than the Naganine, which I will jump in and show a little bit of next. I think I pretty much just, yeah. Okay, so I don't even think I have any. I haven't seen the other pets available. Let's see what we can do. So I was able to get this pet today, uh, the Naganine. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not, but so what's cool about this pet is its magic is stupidly high. Spell chance is 42, so I again am getting that from my sword, an extra 7%. So he should throw spells out quite often. And you can see here, these are the spells I believe the Omnimancer has. He also throws out this. I feel like almost every chant or every turn he's throwing out this miasma first. So that's kind of nice to not have to like, because a lot of time I'll run that in some of mine when I'm going PvP to see if I can throw that on the enemy. So that's kind of interesting. I don't actually know if I've tried this out in PvP yet. I tried it out in a raid, just kind of really quick and got 500,000. But let's give this a shot. Oof. All right, resistance, and he hit for 4K with frost fire. Interesting. All right, let's see. Okay, we got 4 turns of ward. Hit for 30 ice storm. So he must be resistant to ice, I'm assuming. All right, he missed his attack. Let's throw up a couple more turns of ward. Frostfire again. He's frozen. That's nice. All right, I like it. Ice Earth, man, that hit pretty good. I like that. Wow, that's surprisingly strong. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna ward, and then I'm just gonna try to, woo, that hurt a little bit. I just want to see if I can buff him and see how much. Mist Quake Storm, alright. It's hitting pretty hard. Oh, alright, let's get some of that ward. Oh, I missed. Try to get some of my. I don't know, I like it. So it's not as quick as the Gazer. Again, actually, let's go get the Gazer and compare. I don't know if I showed. Let's go. Let's get him. I still think, honestly, PvP, the Gazer is kind of broken. It's really just not fair. So Ward, he's actually pretty beefy. Two turns, the Gazer hit him. I mean, I got frozen and at the same time, one shot. This is like honestly, nothing beats. Okay, there we go. Oh, the Crimson Gazer used his attack. Oh, I rarely see that. That's funny. And one shot. Honestly, the only thing I wouldn't recommend using the Gazer for is raiding. I'm not a fan of him raiding. I don't like managing the statuses, and the different dots he throws on you is a pain. It's a giant pain. Oh, oh man, I'm gonna lose. He's got a crap ton of resistance. Yep. So that is the other Achilles heel to the Gazer is resistance. If you stack resistance, you're just not gonna win. Ooh, here we go. That's a tier 10 pet, right? I'm pretty sure that's a tier 10 pet. And he got dropped. I have been using the Gazer to take different areas in finally different territories around me because and I've been able to take a lot of tier 9s and tier 10, actually a lot of tier 10 uh, players. This one should be interesting. Let's see how hard that Naganine. Well, actually, it should be. I'm assuming it's a tier 9. Let's see if we can just drop it. I'm gonna go all attack here. Okay, and this actually could be kind of a good comparison. Obviously, oh, that the other player would be focusing more on his ward, and I would not have taken that health down so low. I'd still be fighting it. But that 20k, you just can't beat those 20,000 hits unless it's in a raid, and I can beat that. I can do well over a million, close to 2 million in some raids with the Phoenix, solely because of Deific Channel. If it wasn't for that, the Gazer definitely by far would probably beat it. Alright, let's. He missed. Come on, don't miss. There you go. Alright, so that's why the Gazer is amazing, slash. I guess I'm still kind of comparing everything to the Phoenix. If you were able to get the Phoenix, the tier 8 pet while you were in January, it is the best pet in my opinion to raid with if you build around it. So we'll hit this. Okay, raids. Oh, actually, let's swap that out for that. Yeah, so I still need I need a way better pair of boots, leggings. I need to get some poly gear, and I have not had any good poly gear drop. Go over to raids. Let's see, which one should we do here? I guess we'll hit that Phoenix, because nothing else is open right now. I could come back in 17 minutes and hit this one and probably do well over a million. I think I've gotten close to 2 million. Okay, so now always with ward. Oh, I did not switch my pet. That's fine. We can watch the Gazer screw me over here. Man, gets hit so hard. Ward. If I miss, see, and because of frozen and or stunned, I was not able to throw ward up, and I'm gonna get dropped. So we're gonna use Pincia. Try to last as long as possible. Dang, that hurts. And now I'll never be able to get my, or maybe barely, but my health keeps going down. It's That's why I don't like the Gazer, and I'm going against the Berserked Phoenix, which always is kind of like this, but when you miss a key moment to try to throw something out, whatever it is, because you're frozen, paralyzed, stunned, what have you, with the Gazer, it it pretty much will end your round. I should have switched to the Phoenix. I don't think there's an open raid or a decent open raid to show you, because comparing it on some of these lower raids is not really fair. Honestly, I might be able to. So the Mortar raid also is because it's so high. The gauge is the only one that will do enough damage. Right? It's very hard to have. Oh, here we go. This is a tier 7 as well, though. Mm. I mean, I could go into the arena. Let's just check this. All right, here we go. I hate going against tamers like this. This is not fair because I don't know why tamers would use the Nidhogg. The Nidhogg is super strong, like really strong, but I would only use the Nidhogg to raid, honestly, because if you get something where you're immune to dragon, the pet is completely useless and you build everything around your pet. So it's like 50% of the time it's going to be completely useless, especially if you're like trying to defend territories and stuff. All right, let's see here. All right, there we go. Boom, that Dayfig channel is next level. Everything up. My attack, my defense. All right, it went away. We're good still. It also allows you to be a little bit more competitive. So my Phoenix hasn't really thrown out. Um, oh, the Phoenix threw out I believe that's a dragon, the Lucis. Uh, Either way, I'm not gonna embarrass myself by trying to say that. He threw out a dragon attack, which again he's immune to, but the Phoenix has uh, some fire and I believe a tri attack. I can't remember which one. Um, but because when Deific Channel pops off, I actually can put out quite a bit of damage myself. So I got a crit with that was a basic attack, which I got a crit with. That was a Phoenix attack. Again, it was buffed with Deific Channel though. Let's try to heal some of that crap on me. Um, Transference, Fire Strike, but the Phoenix allows me to be more tanky because and still be able to do some damage. It's a long, you're fighting over a longer period of time for sure. Ooh, is that a tier 9 pet? Ooh, I think this is a limited tier 9 pet that you can only get in December. I can't remember its name. So let's see if I win or lose. Fire Strike. So I guess that's not really. I wonder how active it is. I'll have to look up that pet. I've not ever seen that pet. I didn't realize it was a pet you could even use. Let's see if I. Hmm. And that was a dragon move from my Phoenix, which actually hits pretty hard. So it's not super quick like the Gazer is. However, it's pretty effective. He does have some attacks that hit pretty hard, especially because I had Dafik Channel up there, which boosts it doubles the attack essentially of everybody of both mine and my pets, and that's why throwing up Mimic's Mischief on top of that, oof, this guy hits pretty hard. Boom, and Phoenix threw out another dragon attack and dropped him. Ooh, here we go. This is why the Gazer is still better. The Gazer will drop me. And he has immunity to some of. I need Golem's Fortitude. Gotta try to get that. Yep, there it is. Oh, that hurts so much. Try to get some of that ward back. So much pain. Ooh, come on. And even with Dafik Channel up to try to protect me, I was already a goner. The Gazer is super broken, and that's why having those, it almost always putting a status ailment on you with, and some of those dots makes sense because it is broken, and I don't think I could beat it without having another Gazer. Dang. All right. I got Ward for a little bit. Let's see if I can fight him off. The problem, yeah, he dropped me. The problem is the Phoenix has a lot of different. He has some fire moves. I think two dragon moves. Actually, I'll go look. I went right into the next one. Oops. Um, two dragon moves. I want to say tri cut, and then maybe it's two fire moves and two dragon moves. I mean, I can't remember for sure. Exit. Okay, so the Phoenix. He does have tri-cut. It's two dragon moves, a fire move, tri-cut attack, and Deific Channel. Um, that's what it is. So Beast Strike and Lucis those are dragon moves. So you're kind of if you're going up against something that's immune to dragon, obviously it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for the Phoenix to be effective, with the exception of utilizing Deific Channel. It doesn't need three turns to throw it up. And I've had some, and it uses it a lot. It comes up a lot. It helps with raiding. Your sustainability to stay in a raid for a long period of time. Um, and that's how I with none of my other pets can I ever get close to the damage output I do with the Phoenix. Let's see if this one's back. 7 minutes. Even with the Gazer, like the Gazer can put out a lot of damage, but managing the status effects is just, it hurts way too much. Actually, so this is tier 7. This is the first Horseman, but like I'll show you how long you can last here. This actually might be. I'm not going to have a lot of damage. I don't think he'll do a lot of damage to me, so it's not necessarily the best example. Because I don't. Oh, he does throw out some dots. I forgot that he throws out stuff like that. So again, Deific Channel is gone. If you cast it yourself, it takes 3 turns. I already have it back. I did a little out of order, but normally I do. Get dexterity, no big deal. Let's get some more ward. So, I mean, the Phoenix isn't doing like it doesn't look like a lot of damage, but now that David Channel is up, 40K. He just hit for 40K with Fire Strike 3. And that's where the Phoenix starts hitting really hard, is when David Channel stays up for a long time, giving you defense, giving this, so it's up right now. It allows me to attack for more myself. So you get to do more damage. You get to easily, so I can smash him till I get crits with lunge, getting, because sometimes I'll go through spans where I'm not getting crit a whole lot. I mean, throw out more ward. It's easier to maintain, so he's actually throwing up a lot of damage. So now it's because it's easier to maintain. Um, I can throw Berserk Mushroom on there. I have to maintain this dot, but it's not hard to maintain because I mean this is a bad example because it's a tier 7 boss and I'm not actually taking a whole lot of damage. Um, a good example is to see when bosses will crit you, or use some of their harder hitting attacks, and because of Dafig Channel, almost nothing happens to you. It blocks it, allowing you to stay in the fight a little bit longer. I need to get some crits here. There we go. So again, this dot now, if it was multiple dots, I would already be dead. There's like, if I miss a crit or two, I would be dead by a long shot, and my ward's super high. That's the thing that sucks about the damage over time effects. The status effects, if this was the Gazer with a poison or a frozen, I would just straight up miss. So I have to go through a lot of potions, which is not a big deal, but I like to be self-sustaining with the Gazer or with the Tamer builds or pet builds, sorry. Tamer is a specialization. I mean, it's staying up quite a bit. I guess I could get rid of that rot. Let's throw it. I mean, it'll probably just come back immediately. It throws it up quite often. Ooh, I don't really care about that attack down because I'm not attacking. Yep, there it comes right back. What I need to do with I need to switch out Wish Heal to Wish Heal 2. It costs more mana, but getting 1,000 HP back for some of these farms is, I didn't think I would want it because Wish Heal is so nice. To get rid of that for a small amount of mana, I think it's like 75 versus 200, but the 200 is probably worth it for that 1,000 sometimes. And again, you can see I have David Channels staying up quite a bit. I'm missing some crits here. Need to get one. So my health is getting kind of low. There we go. Whew. It's a little scary. My ward is sitting at 20. He's not doing anything to me. And I wouldn't even really have to worry about this if it wasn't for that dot. I mean, that's the nice thing is I have it set up. Ooh, all right, so he hit me pretty hard and then he just killed me. I should have thrown a Panacea there, which instead of trying to get a crit or lunge, and then I probably would have been able to knock him out the rest of the way. But because I did not, I got dropped. Okay, 1 minute, and we'll come in here and I'll hit this one with the Phoenix. Uh, what did we hit? I think I hit that with the Basilisk. Or hold on one second. I guess. Nope. Wow. Come on. Figure it out. There we go. So this. Nope, that's number 7. Uh, uh, I can't remember which one we hit this with. I haven't done a raid with the Phoenix. I've shown in other how hard you can hit the Phoenix. So, oh, the Naganine, we hit this. I hit this. Actually, I'll do the Phoenix here on Poly because I know the Naganine I'd had 500k. The Basilisk was like 2. The Crimson Gazer is going to be right around the same. You're going to be looking at, it depends on your status elements that you get thrown on you, and if you miss, it'll be between 200 and 500,000. I mean, it just depends, and that's kind of the thing with some of these pets is you can't really, it's hard to gauge what you're going to get for some of them. That's why I don't like to raid with the Gazer, but he's amazing for everything else. Um, yeah, I'm gonna hit it with the Phoenix just to show. Okay, so tier 9, he will hit me pretty hard, or he's gonna throw some dots up on me. I believe he throws rot, I think. We'll see how much damage we can do though. Ah, that's what he does. He poisons and blights you a lot. And I still think he throws rot up too. Crap, we gotta go do that one more time. Okay, well that's not fun. Already got. All right, so you can see he was hitting me pretty hard. I'm slowly going down, which means like you have to fight. I'd be fighting the dots and trying to go back and forth between maintaining my ward, using transference 2. I have Dafik channel, so he's not going to hit me very hard anymore. As long as that stays up, I can get I can focus on something very specific. I got a crit, I got some of my HP back. My ward's up, and now I can try to use Wyvern Speed 2 to get that magic 1 up. I got it, and now I'm going to use Lunge, get another crit, and I have 2 dots and a status. I missed, so Wisp Heal did not work. There we go. But he poisoned, now I have poison and blight. I'm actually just going to throw some ward turns up here and try to stack as many of those as I can. Alright, let's heal. So this is more kind of, alright, crap, I'm frozen and blight. This is more, okay, so I'm not doing a great job, but it's more kind of how I like to play, where my pet really is doing a lot more. Um, I am trying to maintain my health and I'm not getting crits. Okay, so that was not necessarily, I mean, I got 230. I don't think I would have even got close with the Gazer, so not only is that was actually pretty bad, but those dots are super hard. That's an example. You had to deal with that with the Gazer. for everybody. For everything you play against, you are dealing with that situation. Now, let's go to a boss that doesn't throw up so many freaking dots and status ailments. There's not one that's up. Well, I mean, you kind of saw it in the first Horseman. Even when they attack you, you don't have to worry about missing and all other crap. I think I showcased pretty much all my current pets that I can. Well, I mean, all my tier 9, because I really just have the three, and then I kind of count the Phoenix as a tier 9 pet because he's so broken. That being able to get, honestly, like if you're a tier 8 and you were able to get the Phoenix in January, um, you are pretty much the ruler of tier 8. Um, if you get a good setup, well, I guess that's the other thing too, is it would be, so all these builds are going to be a lot worse without this sword. This sword adds 7% across the board. So, like, the Gazer has 4 magic attacks, and you get that for each one of them. You're going to have a lot more, you're going to be attacking a lot more often. If you have, even if, so having 2 Dragoon Charms on here like this, you're still going to attack, your pet will attack more often. My pet will, just with this sword, because one Dragoon Charm adds 2%, my sword has 7. So that's the other thing you kind of have to look at. I will pull up this again. So the Basilisk, you're looking at 32% chance. Actually, let's take off these Dragoon Charms. Dragoon Charms aren't too hard to find, but they can be a little bit of a pain. Basilisk, and that's the other thing that hurts it, is when it misses, it's just a lot of damage you lose. The Gazer is 15% chance, which is pretty good, but with my sword, it's like a 7% chance that it's going to do nothing. Now, the Arisen Nag, as you see, is 3% chance, so it's rare that it's not going to do anything. And its magic is higher than that of the Gazer. However, the Gazer throws far stronger magic abilities. Um, and that's why it causes paralysis and frozen and burning and rot, is that's what comes with those. I think they're 3-turn moves that it just throws instantaneous. I need to play around a little bit more with the Naganin just to see um, how powerful it can be. Like, I think actually, let's do this. I wonder if, let's go here. I wonder if my head, oh, sweet. So my Pharaoh Hood is only tier 9 at the moment, and I do not have any, oh, where is it? There we go. I don't have any adornments in it, so whew. Man, when that thing is done, it is gonna be beastly. But the hood, as you can see, will add attack power. So 41 or magic, 4161 with everything, 4421. So it might be close to that and only 2% chance to miss. So that is what I have. So I'm gonna get the Naganine out and we will test this. We'll see how close the calculator is actually. Okay, so stats, follower. 4386. 46% chance to throw. Huh, it's a little off because oh no, it's really not that much off. It's like I don't know, 40, so it's just slightly off. It might be something I put in wrong for the magic, but that's super, super high. 4386 in magic attacks. There is a calculate. Well, I don't know. There's a calculator you can do for yourself, or there's an equation. I'm not sure if it directly correlates to pets. I don't think it does. Oh, dang it, man. Super. I'm trying to take a bunch of areas, but I keep losing them. Constant war. All right. So I have stacked everything for damage. Let's go back and see if we can find. Man, hits pretty hard because those were he was resistant to those too. Okay, let's go Mimic's Mischief. I just want to see what kind of damage output. Ooh, that hurt a little bit. All right. Omni Strike, maybe get hit. No, I missed. And okay, it looks like there we go. That was a nice hit. Ooh, that was 11K. Let's see if we have a raid that popped up yet. 2 minutes for Polly. Um, do I have any bosses here, or did I kill them all? Oh, there's one right there. I mean, tier 6 boss, but let's go with. Oh, that was an attack, so I was like, why was that so weak? And that was 15K. Huh. That's actually pretty good. So that's right on par with yeah, oops, I hit Ward and not quite, but I also wish I kind of had a gauntlet next to me so I could test that out. Oh, there's another boss. Let's see if I mean that's pretty good for. I just wonder how long I can last in an actual raid with this pet. And if I would put it above the Phoenix or even above the it might be a little bit better than the Crimson Gazer. We'll see. I actually think I want to embarrass the Crimson Gazer with and there's not a lot to do because I'm just I need to go and just record myself driving around. I mean, drive around with my wife, but record a video of hitting a bunch of bosses. Actually, this enemy. I hate fighting these guys. Oh, nice. Damn, they hit for 9,000. The Immortal, they're such a pain. I don't know why I struggle with those things, but they hit pretty hard. Let's Ward 9K. I like that hit point. Like it's hitting for probably 6 to 11,000 depending, and it's not forcing a dot on me. So let's switch over. Actually, is there another? Okay, there's another risen spider right there. Now let's jump back over. The gazer will drop it in one shot. So as comparison, I'm trying to find stuff that I can compare. Okay, so the gazer did not make a move. That's interesting. Wow. He didn't even take a move, and I have all that stuff stacked. Okay, so there's 16. I mean, so the difference in power right now, obviously I didn't check the level of those. Let's look at, all right, let's compare it to, this is level 200. How much damage are you going to do? All right, so he had resistance to that. That's not good. I want to see something with no resistance. Oh, don't move. Wow, how can I not click on that gazer? Oh my gosh. That's mine. Ah ha ha. Oh my gosh. I'm like, look. Oh, that's hilarious. I guess the nice thing though, about the nag pet is it, even if it does have a resistance or an immunity to the spell, it should still hit it because it's all of these are, unless it has two immunities, but they're all multi, which is interesting. So if it has an immunity to heat and it uses heat lightning, the lightning portion of it, it should still do damage. Um, which means long run, I believe you still do more damage with the nag pet than you would with the gazer. All right, here we go. Let's see how long or how much we can do. 8,000 out of the gate. That's nice. The gazer probably would have put up 15 to 20. Um, spell barrier 2. I like those numbers. Again, I am also not managing a dot. So I think this might be, if we're just talking tier 9 pets, I mean, it is a monthly pet. Oh, I did not check my ward. I'm not paying attention. Alright, cheat code. I wasn't paying attention. Normally I have to use like 4 or 5 of those when I play if I want to do any damage uh, with the gazer. Ward. That hurt. I like this pet. This pet's nice. It's very consistent. Um, it's kind of lax, I guess. It's not a big pain to deal with. Uh, but again, like, that's this is the problem. I think this is the big problem I have with pretty much anything at this tier. That was only 200,000. Um, and that's why the Phoenix just crushes so hard. Like, my really, it's my gear. I need I get dropped too quickly in this tier. Um, that's why it's hard. So moving in to this tier from tier 8, you want something that can put out a lot of damage. You're going to be rolling with, so this is even a tier 9. This is a tier 9 shield. I was rocking this shield until I got this that shield. So you're going to be looking more like this is level 10. So this is actually a pretty good weapon. And then, I mean, I pretty much have. I would still run a gadget and a gizmo, honestly. So I'd run a gadget or a gizmo. These prevent your attack, and so your attack and magic going down, and your defenses and resistance going down. Or I would run a Dragoon's Charm, or both of those, depending on the pet you're gonna run. This is something closer to what you're gonna look at. Even then, you might not have this, and you actually might be rolling with something like this, which is even weaker. So from that standpoint, you're running this, which is kind of not great. This is something closer that you're going to be looking at for spell chance is still really good with the Naganine and the Gazer, but if you switch over to the Giant Basilisk, it's it's not going to be pretty. You only have a 20% chance for tri-cut and then another 20% chance for quad cut, and your attack is so high, it's not worth your Orn to pull this pet. It's really not. It's a million. Uh, if you were able to get the Phoenix in January, moving into from tier 8 to tier 9, this is what you're going to be looking at. 18%. Yeah. So that is. So from that standpoint, like it's hard to even actually say that this is a good pet because that buff chance, which gives you the Deific channel, is what you want. And that's probably why it doesn't pop off all that well for everybody. Or that's why like it might not be super amazing. I have if you don't farm, if you didn't get the stuff from the Kerberos last month, this is essentially, so we'll go best case scenario for all these pets. If you get 2 Dragoon Charms, the 22 for your buff chance is better. I mean, I guess my buff chance, even with that sword, is not insanely high. And I mean, if you watched it, I had it go up quite often. It was going, I had it up a lot. I would still recommend I would recommend that over the Basilisk. If you were able to get it, I would use that. But tier 9, if you're farming right now and you're in tier 9, I would I guess it just depends because there's some really good tier 9 pets. I am not a fan of the Gazer. I like it for some things. I love it for PvP. PvP, it's just super broken. It's so broken. Oh, there's 27% chance is great. Um, and you can see these numbers. They destroy. It hits like a truck, but the status it puts on you hurts so much. So that was 27% chance. I keep hitting the wrong thing. Let's go back to this and throw this in here. Obviously, I don't have the other two like tier 9 pets to compare at the moment. Spell chance for oh man, like 39% spell chance, and you have, yeah, like this pet is just, you don't have to deal with dots. I don't know how you, I'd go get this pet. It's for right, other than probably using the Phoenix, like it's moving into, so that is with this equipment here. Actually, no, you won't even have this Demon Forge white sheet, um, unless you got one in October, because that's where I got that. You're gonna have something probably more like, I guess this is probably the only thing I have. Level 10, you might have something like this. Maybe it's Master Forge and it's a little bit better. So your situation is going to be even worse, which means you're getting hit even harder. You're not able to sustain because you're getting smashed. Coming into, like, I might, let's, actually, let's, no, yeah, let's go like this. I'll keep the Dragoon Charm on, just to get the extra. But, and I'll probably switch this out for this, because at least the resistance. How much defense? I lose a lot of defense. It's a 1-for-1 swap, pretty much, defense resistance. I'll keep the defense. I got the resistance with this. I guess I could switch over to this one for defense. If I switch to this, and then switch the other one. You might have a setup kind of like this, unless you were able to get something better, and you actually might have a worse shield depending on how long you're in tier 8. Um, it's not pretty. It's definitely not pretty when you move into tier 9, unless you get tier 9 gear right away. The Gazer is going to be your best opportunity to hit pretty much everything at this tier with garbage. Let's go with, actually, let's go get the Gazer. I think I hit him with the Gazer. Let's try the Nag. Oop, went too far. Let's go here. Okay, barrier. Yeah, it's going to be consistent. Actually, I would recommend probably the Nag over the Gazer for rating. He's going to be super consistent throwing out attacks like this. You're not going to have to worry and try to fight the dot, and honestly, you'll probably put out more damage. If you, as long as you don't get unlucky and you pay attention to your ward, like I never do. Some ward turns in here. It's consistent, like. All right, we'll get Omni Strike here now, and his resistance is down. Magic attack. Don't really need defense to be down, because let's go with some temps here. Oh, I actually need to change out that for a different ability. Well, those temps, I'm getting up to 20k with temporary attack or temporary magic every turn without having to deal with a dot, or any kind of status that would be thrown on me. So I hate this raid. Is a bad example though. It's a tier 8 raid. He's not even doing any damage. I don't know why he's not doing any damage to me. Is this gear low-key better than what I was using? Maybe it's that shield. I have a lot less ward. Man, what is happening? I'm just... Do I have a stronger attack? I don't think I do. Okay, so... Oh, my ward is gone. Holy gosh. How am I not paying it? I just... All right, this is a bad example. Maybe that gear is better than I thought it was. I don't know what's happening. Also, where the hell is my... Oh, I was using transference. I wasn't using ward of mithril. I was hitting the wrong one. Man, this is... Kind of love this pet. Kind of a lot, and I am... Not that this is a hard fight, but I mean, it doesn't need to be a hard fight. I would be fighting myself with the Crimson Gazer. The Basilisk wouldn't be putting out as much damage. Actually, the Phoenix would be back and forth between. I don't think the Phoenix would be putting out as much damage, but again, okay, finally it hit me. I think I do have more defense than I did with my. Maybe that's what I need to do is instead of focusing on. So I've been trying to focus on getting as much ward as possible at this tier. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe I actually need to just stack my defense and resistance with adornments and not ward. Interesting. I'll have to look at my loadout. See, that's what I was. So there, his attack. He's just not using any attacks that really hurt me. That might be my problem actually at this tier. So I might have to go back and I'm just gonna leave. I want to see what my stats are. So let's look at this. 24 and 17 versus what was my... There's no way it's that big of a difference. Like, I have to have more, right? Oh yeah, 31 and 19. I don't know. He was not hitting me at all, though. Let's switch back to this. Maybe he wasn't the last time I hit it. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Status, not equipment. That's 26 and 21. That's a little bit more even. Uh, it doesn't matter. Both of them are higher than what it was, so this is still a better loadout. Let's go back to that other loadout and try something different. Dang, that's so low. I don't have any other tier 8 gear I leveled up. Oh, maybe I scrapped some of it, or I just blindly was rolling with some of this. Alright, let's see if we have another... No raids, but let's try some PvP really quick and see. Actually, let's go with the Gazer. Like, this is the thing, is coming into this tier, most likely you're gonna have something like this. You might get some tier 9 drops. I'm actually gonna go. You might get some tier 9 drops. You might get that. So that this cockatrice male that I have Master Forge, I'm trying to get to Demon Forge, but I need more hide. Um, it took me a long time, and I actually got that piece at like probably level 198 right before I came into this tier. I did not have it very long. If you get lucky enough to get some stuff better than this, great. And again, if you have these ornate northern pieces of gear, most likely you'll have it. I wouldn't be surprised if you had Demon Force. So your stats are going to be a little bit higher than this or a little bit better. But if you jump into the arena, this is why the Gazer is broken at this tier. This is going to be a bad example because he's a tier, and he used attack, but he's a tier 8. The Gazer will allow you to, oh, this is going to be bad. Ward, instant kill. Okay, so here we go. Why is the Gazer attacking so much? Dang, that sucks. Alright, let's do Golem's Fortitude. The Gazer allows you to hit like a truck out of the gate and be competitive at the next tier immediately. Now, it is no longer like easy to find. They did a like weird pseudo nerf, so it's a legendary class tier or a yellow. I don't actually know, but it's a rare. You can't. It's not going to be easily found. It's just as hard as any of the other the high end pets to find. Ooh, that hurt. Ward. So, oh dang. I mean, this is kind of what you're looking at dealing with at this level, but he's still hitting pretty hard and you can win. So when you're looking at fighting in wars and doing PvP stuff like this, um, the Gazer gives you a chance at this tier immediately as soon as you get into this tier, and that's the big thing. That's why a lot of people like to change over and jump over to the Gazer. And then he will essentially he can one shot most things just in the world. The problem is, I mean, he's just not viable. I do not like using him in gauntlets. It gives you an extra level of challenge. I really don't. Um, I would say he's good for world farming and PvP. Um, and I outside maybe the Nidhogg, which would which the Nidhogg actually might be a really good. I don't have him yet, but the Nidhogg probably is gonna be the best pet at this tier for rating, I would assume, because he's pretty strong. Again, I could be wrong. Let's check this. Collect all. Smelt. Just throw stuff in here. Um, again, I will try to get more pets and compare them, but for now, that's all I have.